I'm Bekki.
I'm Francesca,
And welcome to Keeping It Real.
Oh, bet you're excited.
Yeah. We're going tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm excited.
You've been, well, I don't know, riddled with anxiety though.
Yeah.
Your suitcase.
Yeah.
You want to get that down 5 months ago.
I've got next year's down ready to go.
Right.
I didn't even book an holiday yet.
What do you do though? Because you are very organised. You've got lists when you cook a Christmas dinner.
I have.
You've got all your planning. You've got backups for your like boarding passes, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So why are you anxious?
Because I do that to stop me from being anxious. I still get anxious. I'm still a hot mess. I'm still
Right,
have a meltdown. But I think it calms me a little bit to have all of it in place. I know that if my phone dies, I've got a boarding pass hard copy. I'm off on that plane. Don't care. And then someone said to me the other day, well, what if all the computers went down?
They wouldn't, and that's the airport's problem anyway.
I'm not bothered. I've got my boarding card on a hard piece of paper that tells me what plane I'm going on.
That happened to us in Calais.
Yeah.
All the computers went down in Calais.
Oh.
Yeah, so all that meant was we were in a longer queue because the man had to write it on everybody's thing instead of print. So actually, it's not, don't panic about things like that. People shouldn't say that.
But, and then I think long haul, I prefer it just because there's more entertainment on plane.
It's a nice flight, actually.
It is. We've picked up a couple of films out already that's going to be on screen. Right. There's a few games on there.
Right.
I'm still trying for premium.
Do you get your little... Oh, what's premium? Like first class?
No, first class. I can't afford that. Can't afford premium. I went again yesterday to see how much it was, and she's like, you're better off just going to the airport, and if they've got all left, they'll do it cheaper for you.
Oh, right, okay.
$6,000.
Oh my
God. $6,000 for a seat that is about 3 inches bigger.
Nah.
And I get a nicer meal.
You can go on an entire 2-week family package holiday to somewhere like Spain.
It costs me half that to go to New York.
Oh my God.
Oh, like I'm not going to pay another $6,000 for a seat that's 3 inches bigger.
So that's all it is. The meal's a bit better and you've got more room.
You get a Wonderwall as well.
A what?
A Wonderwall, but my client did say...
When you say Wonderwall, I'm just like singing Oasis in my head.
No, it's a wall of snacks. But my client said, Claire, if you're listening, it's not actually a Wonderwall, it's just a basket of food.
No.
And you can get that anyway, you just ask for it.
You don't need that anyway. No, you don't need that.
I do want business.
Okay.
Businesses are the lay down ones. You get champagne.
How much is that? $12,000?
I didn't even ask.
No, don't bother.
Didn't even ask.
Oh my gosh. The long haul flights that I've been on have been perfectly comfortable, and I've been this height for them. You know, I fit. And you get your little pack with your toothpaste and your blanket and your eye mask, and you watch your film. You have your food.
Toothpaste?
Yeah.
We didn't get toothpaste.
Oh, and I went to Kenya. We got this little bag, and we had a thin blanket. So put
you
it
get
over
that premium.
Front. Oh, we definitely didn't pay any extra.
In economy, you get a blanket and you get earphones.
I forgot about the earphones. So basically, it was a night flight. Had my food, watched my film, had a nap, got up just before we landed, brushed my teeth, had a wee, and I was ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
Ew, do you have to wear flight socks?
No, not wearing that.
I have to wear flight socks. Oh, Bekki, I can't move my ankles.
Oh, no.
3 hours to Spain, I can't move my ankles.
Really?
Yeah. So
Do you get up?
I look hot stuff on an airplane.
Do you get up and move around?
Well, I take the kids to the toilet and stuff.
Oh, you're supposed to do exercises.
My toes, my feet don't look like my feet. So ever since I went to America on a school skiing trip, year 11 maybe? Yeah, I was year 11. And my tummy, so obviously back then I hadn't had 3 kids and eaten a lot of pizza. So normally I was just like a skinny teenager. Yeah. And I got this little hard pot on my tummy. And from here down, my ankles, my toes, it was sore walking through the airport. And one of my classmates just said, oh, it'll be water retention. But I didn't even know what that was at the time. We're talking 1997. I don't know how old you were.
6. I was 6. I was still in year.
You were Tristan's age in year 2.
Yeah.
And then the next time I went on a flight, by then I'd thought about it and got myself some flight socks. So
Yeah.
it still happened a little bit,
Not as
but
bad.
I could move my feet, I could move my ankles. So yeah, I'm hot stuff on a plane.
Yeah.
But
Beautiful.
yeah, long haul, you get
Yeah.
your extra bits and bobs. I don't think you need to pay for anything else because it's already more comfortable.
I want it given, so if anybody works for Virgin, hit me up.
You're not going to get anything out of Virgin.
No. But yeah, I like to plan. I like to be pre-packed. I like to get to the airport on time. I tell kids to go stuff. I don't really speak. Very quiet, because I don't like flying.
You're in a zone until you're there.
Don't like flying, so I like to check the plane out. So when we get to the gate, I check my plane out if it's all right, if anybody's touching it.
Do they let you go into the cockpit and meet the pilots?
No, but I always do take a look at that. But the only thing with the Virgin ones, because they're so big, you get on halfway.
Oh, okay.
So I have to then ask the stewardess if the pilot's all right.
Has he had enough sleep?
Yeah.
Has he or she had a wee?
Come on from Dublin last year.
Yeah.
Cried. We're Mark's friends and my friends as well.
Now you realise they're listening. Yeah, you're just Mark's friends.
Just Mark's friends. And I got on the plane and there was only one pilot.
But it's only, what, 10 minutes?
32. 32.30 seconds. And there was one pilot. And I asked the cabin crew where the pilot was, and she said he was checking the plane out. And I was like, why?
He's doing his tyre pressures, checking the oil.
Why? Why is he checking that plane out now? Normally, I get on plane, they're both in there ready to go. He was not in there. Why was he doing? But then they were like, well, it's because Ryanair is such a fast turnover that when you're getting on, that's when they're doing the checks. Whereas like with Virgin or Jet2, they have that time in between to check the plane over. So when you get on the plane, it's all been checked.
Virgin are long haul as well, so they've probably had a staff change, so there is probably a longer in between.
Yeah, but Ryanair, he was still down there checking plane out. I cried. I didn't see him come back. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's not going to go on itself. Autopilot.
I panicked and I cried. And Lauren, my friend, were like, calm down. I was like, I can't calm down. There's one pilot.
I'm sure there used to be, and this is a long time ago, so it might not exist now, or it might, I don't know. At Leeds Bradford Airport, there used to be somewhere where you could go, and if you were really anxious, and I don't know if it was like a chopped off bit or an old aeroplane, you could go on, you could like talk through your anxieties, have a look at how everything worked, and like make
I don't want to go on an old one. It'd be creaky.
No, not to go in the air, to go on
to go on and check it out. I'm like, why is it creaking? Why is it making a noise? Why
like in films when there's like an aeroplane graveyard.
Yeah. Oh no, imagine. Imagine.
I'd love that.
Don't forget a fly tomorrow.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved our flight with the kids. It was fantastic because they hadn't actually flown. Before when we flew to Spain in 23, and it was amazing. They were just like, I don't, when it first takes off and you feel like you've gone. Like, whoa! And looking out the window, going, wow!
Yeah.
I was like, thank goodness for that.
Yeah.
Because I thought Tristan was going to refuse to get on.
Yeah.
He doesn't go into small spaces. Like at the time, he wouldn't let me have an eye test.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he freaked out in the opticians.
Oh.
Wouldn't go into public toilets, like a photo booth at a party. He wouldn't go in. So I was like, oh God, what if he sees the door of the plane as going into a tiny space? Yeah. We got away with it anyway. I digress.
Say, when you're in, it's quite big, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, sorry. But yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, don't like flying.
So what do you say to any of your customers at Blossom Travel if they say to you that they're really worried about flying?
It's absolutely fine.
Perfectly safe.
You can have a great time. I always say I don't like travelling, but I love an holiday. No one will stop me going on holiday. I am terrified of flying, but I don't let it stop me going on holiday because I like holidays too much. Like I've got a few clients that say, oh, we don't go on holiday because my husband really hates flying. So we don't do
Well, we didn't fly for years because Mark didn't want to fly, which is fair enough.
I wouldn't let it stop me. I would rather probably die on an aeroplane than I would in England. Yeah. Put me on a plane.
Yeah, me too.
I hate it, but I love the destination.
I know.
Apart from when you're coming back to Manchester and you're like...
So after New York, next week when you get back, where are you going? Because I know you're booking something else.
Nothing yet. Oh no, I'm going to Madrid for a day.
For the day. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Oh, you've told me about this.
Yeah. We're going to Madrid
Oh.
for the day. Me and my sister-in-law.
Oh, so good.
EDTs, if you've not heard of them, Google them.
There's an EDT Facebook page that I follow. And
Yeah.
oh my gosh. It's been like cheaper for someone to go to Italy for the day.
Yeah. 70 quid.
Than do something here.
We've paid 70 quid to go there and back. It cost me £20 to get a taxi over from Leeds to my house.
Exactly. So if you've gone for drinks,
yeah,
at least a tenner a pop.
Yeah.
You've had a meal.
Yeah.
You could easily spend £30-40, depending on what you're drinking.
Yeah.
Just for you. And then your taxi.
Yep.
Absolutely. So Madrid
for the day, yeah. And then we've just got caravan so far.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
I was looking extras. At like Maldives the other day, but I got Maldives money. I look, but I can't touch.
Seychelles, Maldives. Yeah, do that. Oh my God.
No, can't do it. I've had it.
Oh,
and you've got your second time round.
Oh my God. I talked about this. I hope you've all listened to my disaster last week. But
you're not going to do it this year because it's booked for this year, so it's fine.
Well, it better be.
Yeah.
It is. I keep looking at it. I keep looking at the paperwork. But having to drive back to Plymouth after that happening is going to be a bit of a... Whew.
Yeah. You've got this, though. You just pre-plan. Take all your paperwork.
I'm going to take a leaf out of Becky's book.
Yeah.
And I'm going to write stuff down. Because then if I'd put it in some sort of thing, I would have written it. So I would have read that it said 2025, obviously last year in 2024.
Yeah. But yeah. Pre-plan. I got a bag for Evie last week. And I put it on top of the suitcase, and when we were going to bed, I was getting the bag out, and Mark like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm packing it. He went, oh, I'll do it. And I was like, and he went to put it in the suitcase, and I'm like, no, I don't want it in the suitcase. I want it packed.
She needs it, yeah.
I want the stuff started getting in. It's like, yeah, but we've got a week, and I'm like, I know. But I want the stuff getting in the bag. The labels off the bag, the stuff in the bag. Just let me plan.
Yeah. Because if that solves how you're going to feel about flying and your anxieties for everything else around travelling.
Yeah, just let me do it.
Yeah.
I've got a system. But yeah, so that's where we're at. I'm nervous, but it's going to be great.
Well, you're going to have a great time.
I know.
And we're going to try to do a little Zoom,
we'll do a little Zoom so you can all see where I am.
We can pod it.
In the snow, because it's currently snowing.
So it'll feel Christmassy. Any 10-foot Santas on the menu?
No. So I may come home with an inflatable. So if you haven't listened to a Christmas one, listen to it. I love inflatables.
Mm-hmm.
Went to the range the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Not a plug there. You can go to the shops. And they have got inflatable.
Yeah.
Easter decorations. As you walk through the door, there is a blow-up arch with a bunny and a chick, and then there were some little chickens and some little bunnies, all inflatables. Were I allowed them? Or a chuff?
Oh.
He said no.
Oh.
And he never says no. I always get my own way, but when it comes to inflatables, I don't.
How funny.
I know.
What's going on?
I could literally ask for anything and he'll say no and then go on then. Take away. No, we've had 7 this week.
Oh, Bekki.
Go on then, have another. Inflatables? Always no. I don't know what it is. Is he scared of them?
Are you wanting to put them in the garden?
I want it round my front door.
Yeah, the big arch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Front door, as you come in, bunnies. Yes.
Is it because it needs constant air, like a bouncy castle?
It's tacky.
Oh.
Even my niece said it's tacky.
Yeah, but it's fun sometimes.
I
a bit
know.
of tat.
I was like, wouldn't you like to come to my Bekki's house and have like big inflatables there? And she was like, no.
And an Easter egg hunt and
But no, I'm not allowed it. I might go get it this time though, because there is some little bunnies, just little ones. And if I start with that,
start off with a small, subtle collection of bunnies.
I mean, it's not
tiny.
The
garden.
It's like this big.
Well, that's smaller than a door arch.
If you're not listening, if you're not watching, that's your own fault.
She's gone about 3 subways.
Yeah.
No, 2 and a bit.
2 and a bit. But yeah, I want the inflatables.
Oh.
And I'm not allowed the inflatables. And he'll listen to this, and he'll replay this, and he'll replay it and give me that look of, you don't have an inflatable. Get over it. Kind of look. And I don't like it. I want inflatables.
Start off small.
I might just go get it. What's he going to do? Divorce me over an inflatable?
By December, you could have a whole nativity.
Yeah, I could have everything. Everything. Something for every month of the year.
He's going to hate me.
I know. Love you, man. But yeah, so that's where we're at with this week. It's been a bit depressing. How was your week been?
Inflatables has made me remember to tell you about Minnie. She goes to school swimming lessons on a Wednesday. Rewind a minute to 2 school years ago. She would sometimes get quite blue lips, and I'd think, oh God, I've been a bad mum. She's not warm enough, been out at the park or something. Yeah. She'd feel all right down the back of her neck and stuff, but we'd go home and get warm. And that happened a few times. Then I noticed it happening, like at home when we're all comfortable in the same room, warm enough, and her lips would go blue. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's a bit odd, isn't it? So I mentioned it to school and said, just ready for us to go to the doctors, let me know if you spot it. And the teacher came out and she said, all of a sudden this afternoon I turned around and her lips were really blue and it frightened the life out of me. I thought I'd let you know. And we went to the doctors and he did quite a few different checks for anything, what that would normally mean. All of those things were checked. And he said if she had the underlying things that this normally means, we'd know. She'd be too ill. So I was like, fine. He said, it can just happen. And then I noticed on my sister-in-law, just on the inside a little bit as she was talking, looked a bit blue on her bottom lip. And I wonder if, because the doctor did say it can sometimes be a vein can sit really high up on there just by chance. And I thought, oh, well, there we go. But it doesn't explain how it spreads out here and goes in again. So it is still a bit odd. Kept an eye on it. She seems fine. No other symptoms. Happy with what the doctor said. And it's on a medical record now.
Yeah.
So we're fast forwarding to year 4, swimming lessons. Last term I had a form home from Leeds City Council because the leisure centre had filled out like an accident form, but it wasn't an accident. It was to report that they'd taken her out the pool a little bit early.
Oh God.
She'd gone like blue and grey around her mouth and under her eyes.
Oh God.
And said that she felt unwell. So we were like, oh well, that's just normal for Minnie. She was absolutely fine when she got home. She didn't like appear cold or unwell or anything like that.
Yeah.
And last week at swimming, a teacher came over to speak to me and said that again the lifeguard had come over and said, please can you come and look at this child? And she said, oh, it's okay, Minnie goes blue, we know about that.
That's fine.
She's fine. But then when she looked at her, it was down her arms and legs. So
really?
The colour was like this whole like oxygen mask area over your nose and mouth was a funny colour. And just as they were having this conversation, the teacher and the lifeguard, Minnie shouted out that she wanted to get out. She felt unwell. She actually said she felt ill. And then she said, it's a bit of an effort to breathe. So we're going to the doctors tonight. And I know it's a massive safeguarding issue, but I said to the teacher, if she gets out the pool again blue, is there a way to like take a photo, or can I hide in a corner and come and take a photo? Because I know that you can't take photos of kids in the swimming costumes.
So you can show the doctor what's going on.
This is important. I need to see this. So I don't know. It might not happen today.
No.
And that's fine.
Yeah, that's
good. If it did, it would be the best day for it to happen because we're going to the doctors just to see. It might be that she's just got poor circulation, maybe. But then she can have bright pink lips and cheeks at other times.
It's weird.
I know.
My brother used to have it if he had salty crisps. He used to get like a bluey white lip. But that with the salt that he still does it now, I think. And my little boy does. Jake does.
Oh wow.
Jake, if he has something really salt like prawn cocktail or something,
funny.
I know. He gets a white lip.
But
no, he don't go blue. That's weird.
Yeah, no, it looks really scary.
Yeah, it's something you need to.
I'll let you know what happens.
Yeah, let me know.
My other children aren't blue though.
That's fine.
Daisy's made you
a
bookmark, hasn't she?
That
was very kind.
I love it. It's so cute. And do you know it's so handy as well because I always do corner as my book.
I do. It's awful.
Which I do like because then when I'm looking at books and I can't tell if I've read it yet, if I've read it on my shelf, I can tell because I can see it in corners put over. But it's so cute, and she's gonna make me some little mittens as well for one of my clients.
She's got orders coming out of her ears now.
I know, it's good.
She's making a set of 6 sunflower coasters that in a little green pot, all crocheted. When you put them in the pot, it looks like a little bunch of flowers, and you take one out for your cup. So that's really cute.
Yeah.
She's making, my mum and 2 of her friends have asked for some bookmarks each. So she's making flowers forever.
Yeah.
My auntie's asked for a snowdrop bookmark, so it's a slightly different pattern. It's got the green bit, and then the way that the petals hang is slightly different to the other ones.
I think she should put one on Instagram.
I think she might have done, yeah. So that's really cute. So she's got some orders for that. She's making herself her outfit for her grown-up brother's wedding.
Oh.
It's going to be so cute.
Oh.
So she finished the top half.
Yes, I've seen on it. She's on Instagram, so if anybody follows.
It like comes just under her arms, down, straight body, and she's tiny. She's just it's really easy to make. There's not enough wool to make me.
Yeah. The raise.
I need 2 balls to go around these. So she's got that going down, and then the skirt bit's going to come out from her waist, but it's going to be more A-line, so it'll sort of float around.
Oh, that's
all in black wool, because it's a winter wedding. It's November. But then she's going to make like a not a shrug. It's more like a strip that she's going to pinch there, so it'll look like a piece of the dress. It'll go round her arms, and round the front and back in red, because that's her favourite colour.
She's so good. Like when I messaged her about mittens, and she was like, "Yeah, I know how to do them. I hadn't done them yet, but I know how to do them." Well, I wouldn't even know where to start.
No.
I just go to the shop and buy them.
Yeah.
It's easier. Yeah, so she's going to have some little
mittens. It's so cute. She's so good.
She is.
She's made friends with the lady at Nana's Flowers in Morley Market.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think her name's Jenny. I feel awful now that I've forgotten
her name. Was it Pink?
Yes.
Yes.
She's given us some wool because she's got loads and loads and loads.
Oh.
And she's told her about a Facebook page of a lady who does the patterns and things, but in the English version.
Oh,
so there's absolutely nothing wrong with any of the American pages.
Yeah.
It's just that because we do things differently, she's got to do conversions in her head. It makes it a bit harder.
Yeah.
So when she can, she'll choose the English one so that she's at least she knows what the counting is.
Yeah,
so if she starts a project and then finishes it, it's tricky sometimes. So, But she's found, so she's doing things off her page, which is really nice. Just so proud. I mean, my gosh, a 13-year-old, you start getting worried about wanting to go out with her friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Which she does. She goes, "Oh, can I go to the White Rose?" And they just walk around and look at cute stuff in Flying Tiger.
Yeah.
And then, and she comes over, I've got these Post-it notes. I'm like, brilliant.
Yeah.
If that's the worst thing that you're going to do.
It's just what you need. Nice little Post-it note. But it's better than vodka.
It is. She's got this little, on a bed looks like an office. She's got a little plastic wallet thing with her orders, what she's spent, what she's taking in.
Oh, she's doing a proper taxman thing.
I know. Well, I was chatting to my friend the other day. She happens to be an accountant, and I was laughing, saying Daisy's going to have to do a tax return. And she says she doesn't have to till she's 18. So I was like, right, Daisy, hammer it as much as you can now.
Make it millions before you're 18. And then worry about tax man later.
Yeah.
Retire at 18 so you don't need to give a tax man out. God, if Lisa's me.
I know, it's just been the most expensive month ever, hasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. And he just loves my money, does tax man.
It's been awful because it's just so landed that Mark's tax for his van his what else has happened? MOT, luckily nothing needed, it was just the MOT.
Good.
And it was when the tax bill was due, so he's like, he spent about $2,000.
Like everybody seems moody in January.
That's why.
I had a client yesterday, and she came in, and I could tell there was something wrong with her.
Oh.
And I was like, "What's wrong?" And she's like, "No, I'm fine." And I was like, yeah, whatever." And I'm like, "Do you want to talk about it yet?" And she was like,
"The tax bill was $10,000."
She was like, "No, I'm all right." And then I told her a story, and she went, "Oh, it's cheered me up." I went, "So there is something wrong." She went, "Oh," and then she got a bit upset because she was like, "It's the first time like I've admitted it, but it's just been a shit month."
Oh.
And I was like, 100% with you. Like, January is shit. Nobody does all. We owe money to people. We have no wage. It's shit. And I got my happy pills from doctor, and I that's what I call them. I went to go to the doctor for my happy pills, and I rung up and I was like, "I think I need more," and she was like, "No, you don't."
Oh, give them a chance.
Get January out of the way and then look at it, because January is crap.
Did you find those couple of days of blue sky helped that we've
Yes.
just had?
Oh. And it's getting a little bit lighter.
And the birds sound different.
Yeah. It's getting a little bit lighter.
That.
I finished work last night and it was still light, and I was like,
yes.
oh, I love you, sky. It was so nice. So we're getting there, guys. We're getting there.
For me, January, I don't expect a lot of myself from the first, you know, diets, clear outs, whatever. Yeah. I don't really do that.
No, I don't.
January's still winter. We're still hibernating. Yeah. You've got to power through and allow yourself that time. That's what I've been telling myself to help myself get through it, because I find it really tricky too.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's worked this time. So 1st of February, I'm like, right.
Yeah.
I've made some like business type plans, social media plans for us, plans for all that kind of thing. And now February, I can action it. Because yes, it's still a long time before proper spring, before we can expect any decent weather, maybe without a coat.
Yeah.
But that blue sky and the sun on the face are just like, you're coming.
And I think people don't realise that we are all like the same like that.
Yeah.
Like, I think she thought, she was like, oh, I've got so much to look forward to this year as well. And I was like, but it's all right to feel shit now.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, like I do. Like I thought when doctor told me, like, no, don't take more tablets yet. Wait. I was like, no, because you don't know how I feel. You don't know what I feel like. But then hearing other people, January is just crap. It's just crap. It's just crap month. Not really goes on. Nobody can afford to do more. But we're getting there. The days are getting lighter.
Do you have days as a self-employed person? I mean, mum or not, this is just being self-employed. Do you have days when you're like, what am I doing? Can't do it. Can't do it. I'm going to have to get a job. What am I doing? Yeah. And then a week later, you're like, this is amazing.
Yeah. Show me the money.
Yeah. And I'm like, my Stripe things are pinging in. You're getting this money, you're getting that money.
Yeah.
Bookings are here. I've had brilliant reviews.
Yeah.
The classes are full, and I'm like, yes, I'm killing it.
Yeah.
I'm going to Spain. And I'm like, a week ago, I was like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Can't do it.
I need to go get a job in Asda. Just give me anything. I will be a stripper at this point. Selfie on foot
I keep saying to Mark, you know these videos, if you're ever scrolling, it might be my algorithm, don't know.
Yeah.
But do you ever get these videos where you're scrolling and it'll be, say, a man? Not like, I mean, he could be a complete muscle man, but normally just a pretty average but nicely toned man. Something covering his face a little bit, maybe baseball cap. The music's spot on. He's chosen his music right. He's obviously good at marketing. And then he's doing some sort of exercise that sort of makes something pop when he's exercising. And the comments are pure filth. And I said to Mark, can we do this, please? Because then we can earn off social media. I can't do it as a woman because that changes. But people can perv on you because you won't be in danger. Do it.
Fine, yeah.
So I said, can you do some pull-ups, please? And I'll film it.
Get me some likes.
I know, yeah. So he did. He went.
I know, I've been watching him. I've been having a little perv Mark. Well, he's a quick one.
He's not done it like on
naked
with his top off and stuff. I said to him, you wear that tight top and do that. The comments will be flooding in.
It is, and it's stupid. How a stupid, like not that it's a stupid, but like
no.
There's some stupid videos out there of like what did I watch? Like there's some cooking ones where it goes how to cook noodles. And it's something stupid, like they'll stamp on them or 50,000 bloody likes.
What?
And like 9 million comments. Like how?
Just before we leave for today, have you seen that? So there's men that do cooking videos, aren't there? But they do them a little bit provocatively.
Yeah.
So if a child accidentally watched it, they've just watched someone cook. They haven't realised that he's smacked the dough in a really sensual way, and and one of them like licked an avocado, and I'm like, okay, but it's actually, oh God, what's his name on it? It's Garden with Johnny or something. So he's a gardener, right? And he's doing like a skit of those. So you see a clip of the man with like the flour and he's throwing it down. So this guy gets his, as if he's copying, gets his soil and does it in like he's doing it the sexy way, but it's obviously like he's trying to copy. And then when the cooking guy licks the avocado, he gets a garlic bulb and he's like, pulls it to his mouth and then tongue comes out a little bit and then he's like, So it makes it really funny. So I'm enjoying his videos because he's making fun of those ones. But the likes and the comments, oh my God.
Throw that way, guys.
They must be earning from it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've told him to get.
We're gonna have to get the tops off.
He was doing something the other day, and I'm like, if you put that on OnlyFans, no money joking.
How much will you earn? No, don't do it. Don't do it. But just out of interest, do you want to just do
one?
Are
people really buying houses and cars and going to Barbados from OnlyFans?
I'm not taking it top off. Give you
feet!
a foot. Feet! Yeah, look at feet.
How much would we get?
Spend the money! We might take his socks off next week.
On that note,
Becky's going to Maldives.
On that note,
let's end it there.
What's our trivia questions to end it? Because we better go.
We better go. Getting too excited. Yours was.
Yes, it was. It was.
Did you bring your book?
The industry.
Women-owned industries.
Yes.
Which
and
was
it
the
was,
answer? I picked estate agent.
You did, didn't you?
Because
Real estate,
like on these programs on Netflix, they always send a woman in there, tight top.
But isn't it usually men that have the
money.
Business? Like those two twins, isn't there? One's real estate and one's like the doer-upper. Oh God, that's awful because he's probably like really qualified, and I've just called him a doer-upper.
a doer-upper. That's on his tax return. Doer-upper. What are you doing?
It was health and social, retail, trade, education services, real estate.
Yeah.
It was health and social.
Oh, like it.
Probably because maybe carers, nurses.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember when I worked in a care home, there were quite a few men, but I think it's a predominantly female industry, isn't it? So that probably boosts it.
The one fella I worked with, that's it, when I were a carer.
Right, okay. But the people that like run the companies, the private companies, probably take up the women side of that, which is fine. So we need more women in business.
Yeah.
Do you have a trivia question?
I've got a trivia question this week. With events coming up, which event is the busiest for meals? Valentine's Day or Mother's Day?
Oh, like in a restaurant?
Yeah. Going out.
Oh, Valentine's or Mother's Day.
Which do you think is busiest?
I'm going to say Mother's Day because you could be having like full families out with grandma, mum, like 3-4 generations. It could be new families going out with mums. It could be blended families.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I think, you probably would go out on Valentine's Day, but I think people are liking buying some food in, lighting some candles, putting on a film.
Yeah.
Or is that just because I'm old?
Yeah, I'm not as old as you, but yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
That's my kind of.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to New York for Valentine's Day, but.
Well, I'll see you when you're back from New York then.
Yeah. Have fun.
Bye.
Bye.